all ready for to go. This whole tournament, we had up and downs. We were exposed, so that exposure actually helped us to keep building small things that we need to improve. And at the moment, we are in a very good space. It was a tight game yesterday, even the final game, but. Uh, the wicket was good, but then the both teams did a lot of mistakes into that situation. But I think the more that we've been pressed into the corner, I think there's a lot to learn, and this group is like very hungry to learn and keep improving the game. So I'm enjoying so far with this group, and I'm very confident for tomorrow.
Okay. So Anil is injured, so that's the very toughest part for your team. So is that effect for the final or not?
Not really. I mean, of course, Anil was a big player, and is the captain, and batting he was leading from the front. But we had few different combinations in the last two games to see how we can cover. And with all these experiments, I think we are clear what we are going to do tomorrow. So yes, it's a big loss for losing Anil, but we cannot make excuse from that. Like we will this team will find ways to cover that and come up.
So the Janakpur started really very well. So it was amazing performance. But in the last 4 or 5 matches, Janakpur is struggling. Is there any problem?
Not really a problem. It's just that, with when especially when with the Anil's loss, we lost a little bit of momentum. The roles were got slightly different. When someone gets runs on the top of the order, automatically the rest of the batting order clicks, and then we get every time where we want to get. But when we lost Anil, it was basically the players that we replaced with youngsters. It's always was a experiment. So a couple of experiments didn't go our way. But now I think everybody is having a good idea of what are the little things that we need to cover that. So that's why I'm saying that we are confident for tomorrow.
So the Janakpur is in the recent match. Janakpur is struggling in batting. So you have any changes in the batting, or you have something? We will see something change in the batting.
No, I think yesterday, I'm very impressed of the two youngsters, under 19 boys, the way that they batted. We all know that how Jimmy can really destroy a team, and any day on his day, he can destroy a team. But what we need to build around him is the stability. So the two youngsters, Akash and Mayank, has really stepped forward, and they have done the job that we have asked for, and we know that they are more capable more as well. And for me, it's all about building the whole system around Jimmy, how we can get more confidence to him, how we can give confidence by other youngsters performing around him. So we are in a good space, after yesterday, that Akash and Mayank's performance. So uh, we will come up with good performance.
So what are the concerns department for the Janakpur in the final against Sudar Pashchim?
It's like, I mean, we like I said, we our bowling is very settled down. Fielding improved every game. As soon as once we get the batting right, the rest is going to be solid. So um, if you ask me, we are in a very good space because of a lot of things have been covered. It's just only few things that we need to get it right tomorrow.
Uh, Janakpur, 2 times Sudar Pashchim, you lost match against Sudar Pashchim. So this is the third time. So you have any extra ideas for against Sudar Pashchim, or what? You are just quiet or something? What?
I only can tell that they'll be surprised the way we are coming up tomorrow, and there'll be some surprises.
Okay. So how do you rate as opponent for Sudar Pashchim match?
They played good cricket against us, and throughout, and uh, but for us, when I compare the two teams, it's all about being in our best for tomorrow. Once we start doing our things right, I don't think any team can beat us. So that confidence is there. And end of the day, it's all about whoever played the best cricket should win. Super Pasim was playing good cricket, and again, last two times when we met them, we didn't play our even for 30%, for 40% of our strength. So once we put our socks up and once we pull our game into the 80%, it'll totally be a different outcome.
So you are ready for the final,
We are ready, more than ready.
ready for the trophy.
Yes, of course. We are fully confident, and we're going to play the best cricket tomorrow.
So just let's talk about the Nepal Premier League. So you are the former coach of Nepal. So how did you find this Nepal Premier League? How did you find the environment? The hype is really high. The height also increased the Nepali cricket. So how did you find this NPL?
No, I mean, I have spoken a lot, and we have had lots of discussions in the past. When you go back to 10 years or even more, about how we can develop the game in Nepal, and how the young talent coming through, how we can get opportunities for them to improve their game, so that we can build up a good Nepal team. There's so much of discussion happened on those days, and we were talking from Division 4. When I came, it was Division 4, and from there, how we can bring that team up, and getting the ODI status. So the Nepal cricket has come a long way from the day that I joined to now, and this is something that icing on the cake, where um, more than 80 players, Nepal local players, are playing in this tournament. Um, and the opportunity that they got to share a dressing room with the top players, um, this the atmosphere on the ground with the full house fans supporting, noisy, and the quality of all around cricket throughout this tournament will only help to these youngsters to step up their game, and that will definitely going to contribute to the Nepal national team. And even if I recently I was part of the Nepal team in USA. There's talent. There's no short about talent. Like, they're all top quality players, but but their behind is playing some good competition. So this is a start in NPL, and I'm sure that this tournament will help. And once Nepal step up in that, that experience factor, they will be the best team in the associate world.
So how does it feel that Paras is the secretary of the CAN, Sakti Gochan and Ganamala is a coach for the different teams? So how does it feel to see them like this?
No, I mean, there's a lot of credit for Paras, and the whole can, I have to say. But I'm sure knowing Paras also, like, he has a vision. He works very hard, and he know once he's on onto something, he will get it right. So I know that his character, and I think Nepal is blessed for him to lead the CAN at the moment, and everyone who is contributing in the CAN Cricket Association. I think a lot of credit for them. And a couple of days ago we had a dinner with the NPL with all the teams, and I was so glad to see all the old faces that I worked with. And once we look back 10 years and see everyone has contributed to this game. We have When we are doing stuff, sometimes we have differences. I'm sure even Paras now, forcing things to happen. But I think the whole organization has stepped up and come up to this level. And on top of that, people like Ganu is contributing from coaching. Sarad has taken, Shakti has taken the under 19 group. Um, uh, it's great to see that all these people who have worked very hard some years ago, now they are coming in a different roles to give back to the game. So I only thing that I can see is from here to move forward and get into the next height, and become the next, maybe the full member cricket nation. So they are in the right path.
So you are enjoying all this moment in Kathmandu?
Of course, I mean, sometimes, when you look back to your coaching career, also we feel that it's not about you are here or you are in different place. It's about the seeds that we have put have come through a lot, and and when I come back to Nepal, I always enjoy the everything basically, all the atmosphere, and more than anything, when the Nepal cricket grows, I enjoy wherever I am. So lots of credit to the people who are working hard to get NPL right.